Happy National Scrapbook Day! So, I am hosting a challenge in the Spiegelmom Scraps Facebook group. The challenge is to dust off your tools, and I have chosen 2 tools to work with today. And some things I'm going to show you and some things I'm not. So, I made these Polaroid frames with my frame punch board. And then I also made these little rickrack pieces with my envelope punch board. So the directions for these 2 elements, for the Polaroid frames and the rickrack, are from a blog, and I didn't feel comfortable kind of doing it in a video and taking it as my own because I didn't, it wasn't really my idea. So I'm going to link the blogs that I used below, the tutorials that I used below for the Polaroid frames and the rickrack. Now, another thing that I did was I made those bows. Oh my goodness. Look at these bows. Aren't they adorable? Okay, so I made these bows using my envelope punch board. I got this idea to make them off of Pinterest, and there was just like a set of pictures, so you kind of had to like figure it out yourself. So for that one, I don't feel bad at all. And the blog, I think that there might have been a blog post linked up to it at some point, but it was gone. So I don't feel bad showing you how to make these. So the first thing you're going to do is take a 1-inch by 12-inch strip of paper. What you want is 2 strips of paper that are 1-inch by 6-inch. So you have 2 that are exactly the same, just like that. One's going to be your bow and one's going to be the bottom. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to place it halfway through. So see, I'm showing you, I'm placing that strip of paper so that the left side matches right there with the side, with the 3-inch mark. And then I'm going to flip it over. And now you can kind of see, if you look down and in, you can kind of see where it's going to match up. So you want to match up with the same place. Yep, there you go. And then on the end, you want to do just half. I'm kind of showing you here. You want to put the strip in just halfway so it gets to about the middle of the punch. And then flip it over, and the same thing, line it up with the one you've already punched and punch a second. So that's what you do for the first strip of paper. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to bend in those 2 pieces to create a bow. I'm sure you could use any kind of adhesive you would like. I just personally found for me it was easier to grab my staple and staple it. That does mean that you have to put a pretty big kind of middle into your bow. I'm going to put sequins in the middle of my bow, so I know that they're nice and big, but if you wanted to put something smaller as the middle, you might want to go with some wet glue. So for the back of the bow, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I am going to crease this right in the middle, almost like I'm going to make a fishtail. In fact, if you mess this up, and I messed my first one up big time, just put a fishtail on it. It's really not. You can do it with the envelope punch, but you can also just do it with a pair of scissors. So, yeah, my challenge today is to dust off some old tools. So, go and find a tool you haven't used in a long time, or maybe one you've never used. Find yourself a creative way to use it. My absolute favorite creative way to find uses for my tools is to go to Pinterest. Just when you go to Pinterest, go up to the search bar and type in the name of your tool. And it will give you, and the word ideas. So for this one, I found the bow by typing in envelope punch board ideas. And I got so many ideas. You can make mini albums with this thing. I was amazed at all the stuff you can make with this punch board. And I've had it forever. So as you can see there, I just went ahead and notched in the middle. I just lined it up at the 3-inch mark, and now I'm going to glue it down. And then I was horribly distracted, and I bought new shimmers paints, but we won't discuss that. And then I came back, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put a middle on my bow. So I am using the Springtime Bliss sequins for my whole project today. They're one of the new sequin mixes, and they're gorgeous. So pretty, you guys. They're so pretty. And I layered 2 sequins on top of each other, and I did that for all 3 of the bows that I created. So I'm just using my little bling dots there, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to layer the sequins, a big one and then a little one. And there are the cutest little polka dot sequins in this mix. Like, this mix is so pretty. I love it. So now we have all of our little elements put together here, so we're going to create our layout. I'm going to use one of these 8-inch doilies, which is from the Spiegelmom scrap shop, and I want to create a shaker pocket using one of those Polaroid frames. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use one of these square Queen and Company pop-ups, which you've seen me use in the past before. They tend to be my go-to way to create shaker elements on scrapbook pages. I really, really like them. I actually was just thinking, when I pulled this one out, I was thinking I am kind of running out of them, and it's time to go and find some new ones, some new shaker shapes. So how many people have scrappy regrets, right? Everyone does, right? Hindsight is 20/20. I almost wish I had made this particular Polaroid frame in a lighter color. So I did match it up with the collection. All of the elements we are using, except for the sequins, of course, are from Pebbles Girl Squad collection. And I love this collection, and I don't get to break it out and use it very much because I don't know. I just don't. So I'm going to go ahead and create this little shaker Polaroid. And this is a photo of me and my sister, and we are both, of course, redheaded. So I had to pull all the cute little redheads out of this collection, and we're going to use them. And I'm going to put one of their little redheaded heads in the shaker pocket. And I'm going to pop it right in there, too. Yep, there we go. So, but I do think I could have made a better paper choice with that Polaroid frame. It is what it is, and in the end, the layout looks lovely, but you know, it's one of those things where every time I look at it, I'm kind of like, I could have done something else there. Anyway, so I'm going to complete this shaker pocket here just by pulling the adhesive and then popping the back on. And then it is ready to go, and it gives some lift. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere my shaker pocket and my photo down. And I'm going to add a little bit of decor to the bottom of this Polaroid frame. It didn't fit, it fit fairly well. I was pretty impressed with how well that foam fit. I didn't have to try to come up with an alternative idea for making the shaker pocket, but the shaker element, but I do almost kind of I do kind of wish it was a different color. I wish it was a brighter color, but I'm going to add some decor to the bottom and to the top, and then I'm going to add my photo here and continue on with my layout. So now I have all of those pieces adhered, and what I want to do is I cut a couple of the little offcuts and little strips. So I had the rick-rack pieces, the bows, and then some of the little strips of paper. And I'm going to create like a border down the side of my page. And then I'm going to also grab a die cut from the die cut pack that goes with this collection. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere everything down towards the right. So you can see there, that's the die cut I'm going to use. And I actually end up, it's not going to quite work exactly. I'm going to have to trim a little bit more off of it, but I'm going to slip it in right there behind my photo. And now I'm going to go ahead and use, I'm going to create my title. I decided to go with the title Happy Sisters. I'm going to use the Happy from the Pebbles Girl Squad foam phrases. Woo! Say that 10 times fast. And then I'm also going to use some little tile stickers from my stash. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my date stamp to that Polaroid frame with the date the photo was taken. And that's going to complete this layout. Pretty easy. I don't think I added anything else to it. I did add another little die cut because there seemed like there was a gappy place between my photos. And I did add some more puffy stickers and another little redhead down in the corner. But I think that's it. I'm just going to add the title and then call this one done. Not the title, the date stamp. Ugh. Anyway, have a wonderful National Scrapbook Day. Be sure to head over to the Spiegelmom Scraps Facebook group and come and play along with my challenge to pull out some of those dusty tools from your stash and either find a new way to use them or just use them, right? Get them used. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all again later. Bye.